Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here live from the Fitness Evolution Health Club. I'm about to go in for my morning workout, but the news is broken that everything is pretty much all but confirmed. We finally have an answer to what the WWE video game commercials are going to be. You know, Goldberg heading into Suplex City to try and save the day, because we're guessing that, the big Brock Lesnar monster is destroying the town, and they've had to gone basically to the vault where they blow up Goldberg and bring him back out of the cave where he's been hiding since, WrestleMania 20, back when Brock and Goldberg had their last match, which is probably the funniest thing about this whole deal. All the rumors, for years that Goldberg would return. Goldberg has always been saying that he wants to come back. He wants to wrestle another match for WWE. We've heard the rumors basically at WrestleMania 27 when the Brock versus Undertaker plans fell apart, that Goldberg was one of the first people, that they went after to try and bring in. They were trying to bring in Sting. It all came down to Triple H basically having to step up to try and take on the Undertaker at WrestleMania 27, which was easily the best match on the card and easily one of the best matches that I've ever seen live. One of my favorite matches of all time. Everybody thought that Triple H had it beat, but Goldberg returning to the company, honestly, in my mind, isn't the biggest news. I think that, mostly all the times that, companies that are aligned with WWE, either as Mattel or as the video game company, have brought people in, whether it's been Macho Man Randy Savage, whether if it's been the Ultimate Warrior, we've seen these people sort of brought back in under that umbrella to be welcomed in under open arms, to be put into the Hall of Fame. The only thing is that with Macho Man, we were seeing him ease back into the WWE universe, but, he passed away having that heart attack driving down the freeway in Florida that day before it was able to come to fruition. Undertaker, not Undertaker, what the fuck is he doing in here? Brock Lesnar and Goldberg having a match at Survivor Series, honestly, in my mind, I think it is something that people will talk about. I give it to Goldberg. People love Goldberg. My girlfriend, out of the middle of nowhere, she loves Goldberg. She remembers him having his matches in WCW and everybody chanting Goldberg, Goldberg, and him sort of being this unstoppable force. I told her I was at the Goldberg versus Hulk Hogan match on Nitro where he won his first championship, and she looked at me like she didn't care, but it's probably one of the biggest matches of his career. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at the Survivor Series would be a big match. It would have people talking about it. Goldberg, when he had the Ultimate Collection Blu-ray / DVD set, it really blew a lot of numbers out of the water. People were really surprised. But then again, almost every WCW set that they've come out with, whether it's been the Best of Nitro, the Death of WCW, the Starrcade, I think all of them have done big numbers except for the Best of WCW pay-per-views, which was sort of a flop, I believe, in my mind. And just had a bunch of matches that are on a bunch of other DVDs. You didn't really need to have it in the first place. But, Goldberg coming in is going to be big news. I don't know if people are going to run out that aren't subscribers to the WWE Network and subscribe to see Goldberg versus Brock at Survivor Series. In my mind, I think there's always a way for another subscriber to come in, but I don't see a big wave of subscribers coming in for, big matches. I think that you'll have a lot of people sign up for the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania time, and then mostly the people who aren't going to subscribe for the rest of the year, who aren't day one subscribers like myself, I don't think they're going to jump on. Honestly, when it comes down to it, Goldberg I don't think is going to beat Brock Lesnar. I think that Brock would get the win in the rematch. I think this is good news because of how bad the WrestleMania 20 match was, even though how much build-up there was to it. But I can tell you that I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a fun match to watch. I'm not looking for anything spectacular out of Goldberg other than to sort of have a guy stand up to Brock. And Brock be able to fight a guy with some size, that he's not just going to be able to F5 and German suplex 1,000 times. A guy that, you're actually going to have a physical match, beating each other up. And Goldberg's going to take it. There was that rumored Goldberg versus Alberto Del Rio kickboxing match that was going to happen a year ago or so that just fell apart because I think Del Rio got injured or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be fun. Fun time in wrestling right now. A lot of rumors about Royal Rumble already. A lot of rumors about Survivor Series. When was the last time somebody cared about the Survivor Series? I mean, a few years ago, you had Sting's debut, where they came in for the Authority versus Team Cena. But when was the last time we had a Survivor Series that really meant anything, that people actually cared about? I know it's one of the big five or the big four that you're going to have both brands on. I think it's a little too soon to do Raw versus SmackDown. I would hold out for, I don't know if they're going to do a bragging rights or something like that, but the Clash of Champions next year, where you do champion versus champion, I think that's a fun idea to hold out to, and that's a year away. But we'll see what they build up for Survivor Series. You always at least got to have one classic Survivor Series match in there. The higher it is on the card, in my opinion, the more it means something. When you just do one to do one, that shit kind of sucks. But we'll see. It's in November. That's right.